Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my new start of Hearts of Iron 4 BlackICE. This is on the new cornflakes improvement. The DLC is technically Waking the Tiger, but that is not required, I don't believe, to play BlackICE, but you do need it all the free updates. Okay, Arno, what do you think? Of course I'm going to do that. Why wouldn't I do that? Give me a good reason why I wouldn't do it, and then I probably wouldn't do it. They work so well, especially for Germany, but work well anyways. Okay, and you may tell now we are playing this live on Twitch, so if you haven't already, you should follow me on Twitch so you can talk to me while I'm playing. Okay, now, to all of you out there watching this, I had originally planned on playing Italy, and actually I had played, through most of 36 as, I know, it's just, questions are fine, Arno, but just wondering if there's like a reason not to. That I played through 36 with Italy and everything worked fine, but I was let know by the BlackICE people that they're having some crashing problems with the game. So, and I don't necessarily think in the first year or so, and it was strongly suggested that the most stable country right now with BlackICE is Germany. And of course, as you probably all know, I love playing Germany, so we will play it. I was mainly going to play something different because we had just been playing standard Waking the Tiger with Germany, and we will play Germany again. But I do want to show off this because there's a lot of really neat improvements here, and so we want to do this. Okay, welcome. Mod historical immersion, great. And yes, we want partisans. Okay, this is another important notice. Performance improvement. Lots of crashes in BICE are happening because, the engine isn't optimized enough and shuts down if there's too much stress on your available PC power. This makes Ecuador, and this is what you do here, annex all of South America and the Caribbean countries. It won't build any units and it will stay neutral in the game. This frees up a lot of CPU time and should help prevent crashes late in the game. And it very well could. When I was playing it earlier today, it was, and I went up to speed 5. It had run through 24 hours really fast, and then, because we'll presumably see this, but I can describe you, and then just briefly pause on the 24th hour, and then start again. Not saving it or anything like that, just, it was speeding through it. We're going historic, Alexander Arch. Sorry. Both you and Arno have the same color of text right now for me, so, for your name. Now, those of you on Twitch, you can scroll down and see my current PC capabilities. And because of that, I'm going to not take this option to reduce stress on my PC, because my PC, well, it's not the most cutting-edge PC out there, but it is rather good, and so if my PC really has trouble playing on it, yours probably will as too, and if it doesn't, you can sort of judge as that. Okay, so please read, because Hoy does not allow different ideologies to be in the same faction with each other, the alliance system has been rewritten. Factions are still working, but they take time to fire the necessary events to add everyone in wartime, so please be patient as the system works. Furthermore, due to the 1.41 patch, breaking civil wars and coups for BlackICE, the boost Party popularity start coup mechanic has been disabled until further notice. Thank you for understanding. So we can't do coups and that kind of thing. I've always thought it was just way too easy to do a coup in Hearts of Iron 4. Countries that were destable or unstable, however you want to say it, could be destabilized is what I was thinking of. Yeah, you could do that historically, but it was just way too easy. You mean in the game or in real life there, ads? So we understand that. And that is obviously some sort of picture from the Tom Cruise movie. I highly object to using these in the game. I just do. Doesn't like want to make me quit playing it, but I would just never do this. Kenneth Branagh, I forget, that's obviously Tom Cruise. That's the guy from I've seen in a bunch of other movies. I forget his name right now, but I know it's getting in I mean, it's a dramatic photo and all. No, I remember him. He's played a bad guy in so many things. I just object to bringing in non-period stuff into the game. Now you'll notice sometimes when I do thumbnails for videos, that's a different matter on my YouTube channel. But when I'm doing stuff in game, yeah, Valkyrie, that's right. Yeah, well, it adds flavor. I get that. But it's just let's have a historical bunch of people looking in the camera, That's just the kind of thing, and probably part of the reason they're doing it is because they can't find enough color photographs. Just use black and white. I understand. I just got to think of what I can say. I understand that the Hearts of Iron 4 team didn't want to just quote unquote, and this was one of the public quotes, just pull pictures off the internet for Hearts of Iron 4. So they were doing the color artwork, which they thought was superior than doing black and white stuff. And I know there's a lot of young people out there that just don't watch black and white movies. If it's no matter how good it is, they just can't watch black and white. Yeah, I get that, and I get the idea that this is all nice color graphics, but I just highly object to this. Now, that doesn't mean you guys have to, but I just do. Okay, so we have lots and lots of stuff here. They've, as you can tell, greatly expanded a lot of these things. We're going to do Pina Mundi right away, but looking good. Haven't looked at it in detail. Arctic weather base, cool. We'll see what that does later on. But we will start out here. Enter the Rhineland. 48 days. Bill Knightley, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's one thing to colorize things. I still would prefer uncolorized stuff, but that's a preference over my compared to vehement objections of using film footage. Some of the really good long shots of the submarine base for from Das Boot. You don't see any of the actors, you just see the submarine. Something like that, okay, sort of, kind of, but something that's really very much actor intensive. Okay. Got to get used to that. The colors are sort of a bit different. Green needs to be done. So that's been done. We need to do this. Let's come over here. So we have mechanical computing. Wow, they've really boosted this ahead. Electronic computing. That looks like a Zeus machine, which is mechanical. And it does look like a Zeus machine. Not exactly Zeus, but Conrad Zeus. So we got that. Okay, those are good. 1936. Okay. We can do this already, and we can do this. Let's get that in research. Do rolling artillery barrages, okay. And let's improve our fighter. Yeah, this early version. Do it this way. ITC Manic. Yes, we are playing Germany BlackICE for Hearts of Iron 4. And for, let's expand our civilian economy. Come in here for Berlin and Brandenburg. East and West Berlin. Just right there. Well, do that as well for eventualities. And for production, well, let's first look, see what we need. Okay. We need HQ equipment. And possibly garrison equipment, but definitely HQ. Okay, and we sort of want to keep this to things that we are not having to bring in oil for, because we already have significant deficit there for that. Garrison maintenance. What else? Let's go back. That's you're talking here. This goes back actually to my request. I'll take credit for it. Now, I didn't build it, but it was my request. Back in Hearts of Iron 3 for BlackICE, I was invading like these islands up here and here, and I wanted to build fortifications. You know, more than slit trenches and simple things, but not as something as, you know, complicated as the Maginot Line. And the time it takes to build proper land forts was and is a fairly long time. Where these are pillboxes. These are just, they're basically the same thing, but much quicker to build and cost a lot less time to build. So that you can build smaller fortifications if you wish. Simpler fortifications. That's, yeah, a BlackICE thing. And we can see here flak towers. Obviously we need a technology and radar, so that's been added. I don't know exactly how that is different than you know, add stuff over the standard flak stuff. But so we've got that going. Now, we were looking to see what else we might need here. Oh, yeah, we were looking there. HQ equipment. We're producing those. Off-road cars, fighters. Let's see about getting some fighter more. For now, we don't want to do. Artillery. We want to do more artillery. Yeah, a bunch more. Because we can use those later on. Mostly I'm just trying to get stuff that we don't use any more oil for. And will be useful as we expand our armed forces. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's sort of like that. It's the idea of something in between a slit trench or something you're building with earth, sandbags, and some wood. Because pouring some concrete, even with a teeny bit of steel reinforcement, doesn't take that long. So you can build some just basic defenses without going for the whole huge fortification. Okay, so we got. Notice this: Himmler's occult quests. Himmler began his career as an agriculturist. Blood and soil. Necessity of Lebensraum. Yep, they're getting this right. Karl Maria Willigut served as an important role as an occultist for Himmler's SS. Yep, they're getting this stuff right. Foreign volunteers, Waffen SS, MIFO bills, which we'll need to keep that going. Headquarters, once we have some more political power. Things like that. Okay, good. Okay, so we got that. And we need to, let's do that, and there we go. Speed this up a bit, and let's get this moving. Fan claims hegemony. Okay, so we've reached 3 aircraft. Lots and lots of stuff. Scharnhorst. Okay, yeah, formed the first Gebirgsjäger. And Japan claims hegemony in the east. Now, let's see, Berghoff here. Okay, current HQ Berghoff. Berghoff was Hitler's home in the Obersalzberg of Bavaria near the Alps near the Berchtesgaden, Bavaria, Germany. Right here. You don't know. But I gotta get back to this to be able to read it. Other than the Wolfschanz, Wolf's Lair, his headquarters in East Prussia for the invasion of the Soviet Union, Hitler spent more time at the Berghof than anywhere else during World War II. It was also one of the most widely known of his headquarters. Okay, so prerequisites: control one of the country of the German Reich. Führers at his headquarters. If not selected within, Führer will stay at the current location. Effects: if selected, Führer will leave his headquarters. Okay, so let's see. So if we do this, effects when selected, Fuhrer leaves this headquarters. Okay, so, but if we don't select, if this is not selected, he will stay at his current location. Okay, well, where is Hitler's current location? Oh no, is there an actual, guess not, counter? Sorry, I haven't been looking up here. I like that, Alex. I don't know if there is one for the Free Indian Legion in this. Foreign volunteers, there may be later on for it. I just don't know yet. Okay, let's continue this. So we've got a long time before we have to do those. Let's speed this up even faster. Our current government. Okay, good. We're starting out with some leaders, some military staff. That's good. I've always objected to the idea that they use for Hearts of Iron 4, that all these things are empty and you slowly build them over time. I really think you should start out with sort of a historical cabinet, historical leaders, you know, and maybe not every single, you know, because we could argue that there really wasn't much of an aircraft designer. Well, 36 starting to, but, you know, it depends. Some things may be growth, but other things just simply changing. Well, it would be a fun, you know, joke mod. I don't know if I would do that for a, you know, something like for a TRE, but I would definitely consider that for, you know, if you've watched my LO stuff, you know, sort of a comedical stuff, that would be great. I agree. That would be funny. Okay, prepares for the Winter Olympics. And let's, because we can see that, go, watch this. See, pause, go, pause. So it's doing a bunch of calculations once a day for a bunch of nations. And we may see a situation later on when nations are doing a lot of combat, of really sort of slowing things down. But I wanted to see, instead of taking the 36 Winter Olympics, instead of taking their option, I wanted to see how good or bad it is. Okay. During World War II, the German infantry divisions were mostly mobilized in Welles waves, as they were required by the changing fortunes of war. Welle was the German designation for a group of infantry divisions raised at approximately the same time with approximately the same type of organization and equipment, and that share similar level or types of personnel and levels of training. From 39 to 45, there were at least 35 Wellen formed in various Wehrkreise military districts under the supervision of the Ersatzheer Replacement Army. Okay, remilitarization of the Rhineland, great. So we've entered the Rhineland. Alliance with Italy. 56 days. Turn of Epimandy. Well, let's come over here. Okay, Goering 4-year plan, April 1936. We're going to wait for that. Well, it's only 20 days. What is this? Oh, okay, we got These are much shorter now. Okay, these are cool. Navy dockyards, heavy aircraft, light aircraft. And these are doctrine. Okay, we're going to go with the Kriegsmarine. 29 days. Yes, it very well might cause lag late in the game. Well, we will see. That's what they were worried about. The dance show. Drinking game. Oh, pause. Drinking game. That isn't the right picture for the dance show. There are no color photographs for the dance show. You got to colorize the old one, the one if you really want to do it right. Okay, here's forming the pairs. Stalin. Both were formed. Okay. Now we are coming up to one of these MIFO bills. You want to renew the MIFO bills always. Until the war gets going. Keeps the cost of things down. There's talk of nerfing them. I don't know if it did. In the regular one, I didn't really look at. Okay, well. Okay, Stoffen Bremen, military entrepreneur, production efficiency cap, pension, fortification engineer. Now, Walter Funk is really Goering's toady. So, to a point, they're the same sort of option here. Krupp is a fascist. Well, I guess everybody here is fascist, that's right. But what I was noticing in Italy, when you do it, oh, well, didn't really mean to do that. You also get fascist support, as well as other stuff. Okay, well, can't do Speer yet. Like I said, didn't mean to do that, but good enough. We already have Helmarschaft. Lag in the late game, just doing a lot of things all at once, I guess. Is a simple way of saying. Spanish Civil War. Okay, well, let's slow this down. Let's see what we can do here. How good are these divisions? A little bit of motorized, mechanized. Okay, let's see if we can get 3 divisions. Let's see who we can possibly assign them to. Okay, Guderian, Reader von Brock. So nice to have more choices here. Interesting colorization. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. Reachnu, Deedle. Going through, man, they've added a lot here. I'll see, there's one that isn't. Phelps, oh, that's just an ugly photo thing of them. I don't know about that. Stauffenberg. Okay, they got Stauffenberg. This is probably boring you, but okay. Well, they got Bloomberg already here. Cool. Yeah, I think there is a really nice colorized photo of Bloomberg. They should have used that one. That's one I used when I used him as a minister. You have a really nice color one. Okay, I know that I'll bore you, but I sort of wanted to go through that. Yeah, we'll give it to Guderian. How interesting. Didn't know that about Krupp. Okay, now let's come down here. And can we send volunteers? Oh, limited number. Only one division. Okay, well. Deselect. I'm gonna send. Send him, yeah. So, back to the Spanish state. Send volunteers, Guderian. Okay. Well, and let's also... No. Just thinking of equipment, but let's also here for Spain offer... what should we offer? Well, let's do some uniforms. Because I don't know why they made it in 36. He should be what? Maybe a captain or something in 36? Maybe that. These things. Just give him some artillery. And, well, let's come over here and give them some Panzer ones and aircraft. I'm only building 2 a month, so let's give them... No. Let's give them 1. We need to step up some production, don't we, guys? But, yeah. Okay. Now, March. Well, we've got time for this, or, I mean, it'll cut into it a little bit, but we'll do that as well. I'll speed this up a little bit more until we get the division in. Spain closing ceremonies. Yeah, I might be able to send air volunteers, but right now I just want to get the division over there. Yeah, more civil factories. I don't have much of an air force yet for size. As you can sort of see here, and if I send some of these other stuff as well. Don't take about everything I've got to send much. Oh, this is overstacked already. How did that happen? Start. Okay, there we go. Well, maybe I should, I don't know. When are they getting there? Okay, May 3rd. Yes, we want the divisions. Put each into our supplies. Okay, lift off a commando now. Well, ooh, 3 more days or something. So let's. There we go. 4-year plan, 20 days. We'll take it. We want that. Heavy aircraft level 2 reached and light aircraft. Good, that's from the stuff improving. Okay, so we're here now. Now we're going to slow this down a little bit, not a whole lot. Well, let's clean out Navarre. Always good to help the AI get rid of these small pockets. MEFO bill 55 days. Berg Huff. Yeah, we'll do that. Look at our little Panzer driving along. You can see how the Panzer here are sort of buried by the mountain. I've come to really not like the idea of these 3D graphics. Hey Mateo, good to see you. Yes, we're doing BlackICE. Okay, 4-year plan. Turing gains control of the economy. Yes. We need to do that. And okay. Resource industrial plan, 70 days. It will help us with our resources most assuredly. 21 days though, we'll get that. 70 days. Let's go for this first. Autobahn level 1. Okay, infantry equipment. This helps. Okay, come over here and let's see if we can cut them off. Well, it looks like the Soviet tanks here, the T-34s, are doing better. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Stop. Okay, well, attack them. They're doing better than we are. Let's see what we can do region-wide. So, let's do that. Okay, establish the Liebstandart Adolf Hitler. They move this out of the, I like this, they move this out of the focus trees. Okay, Darian. Okay, Reich Autobahn. Now we'll do the... well, let's take a quick look around. Naval effort, 70 days, yeah. 29 days land doctrine research. Yeah, we'll probably do this. Okay. Got that research done, good. Let's get... that. And, not ready for any of those yet. That little Robin crash of General Vaver. We're going to take this fortified base soon enough. Good. Now they're at least cut in half. This T-34 division is wrecking the place. Sort of like what we're doing, but even more so. Yeah, let's do a little few of those. Increase production. And I think it's time that we end the episode. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for liking the videos if you would. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to me on YouTube or follow me over on Twitch. Love to see you around more often. And please post questions, comments, suggestions, ideas, corrections. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.